Hi, this is Wingo. I'm doing a test video on how to play robot tournaments. So I just played one. I had a 77%, so I'm going to go for each board and go through my thought process. I'll try to start the hand by, well, the auction I can't hide, but I'm going to start by showing my own hand first and go through my thought process in the bidding. So it goes pass. I have a 17 count with stiff queen of spades, which normal bid is 1 diamond, but in robots you tend to lie a lot. You like to bid no trump a lot. Bidding 1 no is dangerous with a singleton because it's in a major because partner might transfer you there. Bidding 2 no is a little safer because partner is less likely to want to transfer you a major and drop you there, although it can still happen. So I could have opened 1 diamond and rebid 2 no, or 1 diamond, 3 diamonds, but you know, I always aim high. So I tried 2 no, and this time partner raises me to 3. So they lead a spade, it goes small, king, queen. And one thing you want to learn with Gib is their tendencies. And usually when you open 2 no, they lead or when you open 1 no or 2 no, they lead very passively. So it goes small, king. The ace is almost certainly offside. And the other thing is, when you open 1 no on a singleton, Gib will never play you for a singleton. Even he would rather play you for 14 cards than play you for a singleton. So there's a very good chance that he will misdefend. So righty wins the king. There's not much you can do. It looks like if they set up their spades, you're going down, losing like 4 spades and a club, but not much you can do about that. So they lead a heart to the king, and I tried to force to play the 10 basically to weaken my heart holding, and maybe he will lead 1 back, which he did, so which is good. And I'm trying to, here, you might think the ace queen doesn't matter, but basically, with every card I try to hide as much of my hand as possible. So playing the queen makes East in particular might think that his partner has the ace, or vice versa. So now I have 8 tricks. 2 hearts and 6 diamonds. So I still need a club trick for 9. Settling for down 1 is no good. So obviously if righty has the ace of clubs, I'm cold, but lefty might have it, and you know I want him to duck it, so obviously I'm going to play a low club. So now I win, and I think I'm selling for 9 tricks now. So diamonds break, so I just cash all my diamonds. Not much happened, so I lose the last 2 tricks. And as you see from the result here, this was very good, 90%. So next hand, East opens a strong no trump. I have a bad 16, but you know, they are not vulnerable, so defending 1 no is no good. And I want partner to compete if it's a 5 card major, so I double. Lefty redouble, what does that show? It shows a long minor, whatever. Partner bid 2 spades, and my hand looks crappy, so you know I just pass 2 spades. Now, robot we're gonna play from north side, but because this is robot rebate or robot tournament, you get to play both north and south, but you'll be playing from the north side. So the ace of clubs lead. Well, it looks like you missed game. You have 4 top losers, and you can certainly set up. Well, Gib lead king from ace king. So on the ace of club lead, you can actually set up another club trick or roughing finesse. So you can get basically 2 pitches on the hearts, and you're gonna get 10 tricks. As expected, king of clubs is onside, and now I lead a diamond because like diamonds are not 6-1, so, and the ace of diamonds is clearly onside, so I don't need to draw trumps yet. And he's just gonna cash out, and now I can clean. So not much to this board. Not sure why I got a top. Looking at the results, somehow a lot of people just let them play in 3 clubs. This is very bizarre. So board 3, I have a 15 count, 5-4-2-2. Even in real life, you would open this 1 no, and certainly with Gib, you always open 1 no. Partner bid 3 hearts would show a singleton, so, obviously I bid 3 now. So they lead a heart. I win cheaply with the jack. And so I have 5 club tricks, 3 heart tricks, clearly. So that's 8 tricks. I could go down if righty has the ace of spade and switch to a diamond. But as usual, you kind of project, well, if the ace of spade is on the left arm, I have to play a spade anyways. And if righty has the ace of spades, he's probably going to return a heart. So you're not that worried about a diamond switch. So righty wins the ace. As expected, he returns a heart. And now you can pretty much, well, you have all but 1 tricks. Basically, you have two discards in dummy to take care of 2 of your 3 losers in your hand. And it seems like the normal thing here is to keep your heart, and people usually don't keep their heart guard, even if I'm pitching the king of diamonds. So that's what I'm going to try. Pitch my 2 diamonds and now run my clubs. I'm not even looking discards. At the end, is the 3 of hearts good? Yes. Okay, so I make 12 tricks for 92%. And these tricks are important. It gets you a lot of match points. Like, well, here, making 5 is already 75, but, making 6 obviously gets you some more. So next hand, my partner opens a club. I have a 15 count with 4 clubs. And I decided, well, I probably want to right side this, so sometimes I might just bid 3 no trump. It depends on my values. But here I have a weak card holding, so I want to right side no trump if possible. So I bid 2 clubs, so he bids 2 no, I raise to 3. When they lead the king of hearts, so now we're playing from north side. I'm like, oh damn, we probably wrong side the contract because, not because of position, but because East has a natural heart lead. And I could have tried something crazy here, like ducking only 1 heart, but I just decided to play for hearts for free. So I duck 2 hearts, and hearts were for free, so that's good. And now I pretty much have to hope for ace of clubs in west. Well, to make 10 tricks. Not much to it. I decided to cash diamonds first. When they break, I can cash the rest of them, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to play on club, and it looks like West has it, so now I just set up the club and I make 4. Looks pretty normal. And 57, in fact, it is normal. So board 4, it goes past, I have a 13 count. When I have a 13, it's always candidate to open 1 no. But here it's kind of crappy, so I decided I didn't really want to overbid by that much. And now, partner bids 1 no. And since I have a flat hand, I pass. It doesn't always work out. In particular, you see why here? See, Gib actually has support. Yeah, I'll make the open lead and then stop. So you can see 1 no, spades probably play better. Assuming they don't get a heart rough, you pretty much make 3 spades. In 3 no, your diamond holding, you only have 1 diamond stopper, and if they can set up hearts and you're missing too many aces, you have 4 tricks off the top, you're certainly gonna lose some trick in whatever suit they set up. So 1 no is not a good contract at all. But because Gib doesn't play jury, this happens a lot, and you just end up guessing a lot. I don't really know what to say about that. Like, you're just gonna get some of them wrong. I like passing 1 no a lot, but it doesn't have to work out. So they lead 3 of hearts, which could be from 5, or it could be from double 10. You really don't know what Gib leads here. Cash ace of diamond, which is good for you. Don't know why he does that. Maybe you'll continue diamonds. Now we continue hearts. And now you see hearts are 5-2. And now it just, if West has the ace of spades, you are making a lot. If East has it, you're making 1. And when they set up hearts this way, he almost certainly has the ace of spades. But there's not much you can do, so you just settle for making 1. which looks like a pretty bad board. But as it turns out, that's actually 60% of the match points, and we'll see why. Well, a whole bunch of people bid up to 4 spades, which doesn't make. And maybe somebody got a heart rough and set 3 spades. Okay, board 6. So crappy 12 count, but always open. I'm not vulnerable even. So West bid a diamond, partner bids a heart, and East bids a spade. So I double to show 3 hearts. You know, I do definitely want to compete at this vulnerability. West bid 2 spade, partner bid 3 hearts, which is not competitive, the law. So East bid 3 spades, and what can I do? I can double them, but sometimes you never know what Gip will do. Usually when you double them, he bids 1 more, which I don't want to on this hand. So I just sell out to 3 spades. I need a heart, it goes queen. Fortunately, partner has the ace. And now he plays a diamond back. And this, I hate this situation. His diamond has no meaning. So you don't know how many diamonds he has. And you have to guess what to do with very little information. So righty probably has 5 spades. He's a passed hand. So he's not going to have ace, king of spades, and ace of clubs, probably. Oh, no. You already know he has the ace of diamond. So he's not going to have ace, like, the most he can have is ace, king of spades, and ace of diamonds. Absolute tip-top max. So, like, I guess if East is something like 5-4-2-2, partner has diamond roughs, but that's ridiculously risky because they could just run the whole suit on you and you get a bottom. And it just looks like partner raised to have the ace of clubs. So I think it's pretty safe for me to try to cash 2 clubs, and then the diamond rough is still there if it's still there. So on the club, dummy 5 is the queen. So North wins the ace and play another club, which is fine. So now I win. Again, I have no idea what the club situation is. I don't think Gip signals, honestly, as far as I can tell. So it seems normal to cash a king of hearts. And now I have to decide what to do. And I decided probably wrongly that my best chance for another trick is a diamond, playing right e4, 5-4-2-2, and giving partner a rough. And I guess another candidate is to play him for 3 clubs, but I'm like, you know, why would he play the queen of clubs if he has 3 clubs? It just seems very wrong. And it turned out, basically, I'm wrong on this hand. He did have 3 clubs. I tried to give partner a rough. And of course now on my, my club is going to go away. He just draw trumps, ending in dummy, and pitch everything on the diamonds. Maybe I'm wrong on this. Next time I'll reconsider. See, notice, Gip has ace, 9, 7 of clubs, and he won the ace of club and played a 7 back. Like, it's very irritating. I have no way to guess the hand right. Or he gives me no information to guess the hand right, basically. So that sucks. But anyways, setting 3 spades, 1 trick is still worth 85. People are all over the place. So board 7. Normal 1 spade opening. 15 count. Bad 15, missing 4 aces. Partner invites 3, so, I normal raise to 4. Delete the ace of clubs, and it looks like this hand is a nothing hand. Either diamond finesse is on, and in which case you make 5. If it's off, you make 4. So they break diamonds for you, so now there's absolutely nothing you can claim. So this looks like an average board, which in fact it is. So final board. So this is the sort of hand, if you're playing with a human, with a partner you absolutely trust and think you can outbid the field, you might open a diamond. But, in match points, even against humans, opening 2-0 has a lot to gain. Simplifies the auction, conceals your hand, etc. So against robots, you always open 2-0 with 20 points. And, sorry, I jumped ahead myself. Partner bid 3 clubs, you bid 3 spades, you bid 3-0, so nothing to do with this auction. They lead a heart. And it's very likely hearts are 5-2. Well, actually, I don't know that yet. When he leads the 4, he usually has like 3 little, which is possible. He could have 8, 5, 4. He could have, 4, 3 double 10. He could have 5. So those are his 3 most likely holdings. So I win the ace, and I cash a diamond, and the queen drops. So now I quickly think he has five hearts, and it looks like my best chance on this hand is to make this contract is to lead the diamond to the jack and lead the spade up to the king, and then knock out a club. Basically playing for ace of spades onside. Now there's some danger that they can cash spades on me if they defend perfectly, but normally, if righty has like ace jack fifth of spades and lefty has queen third of spades, if I play spades like this when they were in with the ace of club, they can just cash spades. But that's not a huge worry. My main worry is that I have no reason to think the ace of spades is onside. So honestly, I don't have any strong opinion on this hand. I decided to cash a couple diamonds and see if the discards tell me anything. So he pitched a heart. Now I lead a diamond to dummy, and now he pitched a spade. And now I'm thinking, when he pitches a spade, he's not gonna have queen third, because I could still have like ace king jack barely. Like, it's very likely he has queen third. So now I think it increases the odds that the ace of spades is offside. So now I decided, well, maybe I'll just play for ace of club onside and hope for some ending to develop. So at this point I decided I don't need 2 entries to dummy, so I'm just going to cash my last diamond, force another discard, keeping myself in dummy. So righty play a club, lefty a heart, so now it's getting safer to play on clubs, because righty already pitched one. So I lead a club to the king, and the ace is onside. And jack he's going to play a lot if he has like any doubleton to unblock. He likes to do that a lot. So what am I thinking now? I'm pretty sure hearts are 5-2. And lefty has a stiff diamond and probably 2 clubs. So it looks like, so what does that leave him? Oh, he could have 3 clubs. So he's either 5-5 in the majors or 4-5. In any case, I have to figure out what to exit with my hand. And, it looks like I can get more information by cashing a heart first. I'm never going to keep my king of hearts because that's just end plays myself. So I cash the king of hearts, and shocker, the queen of hearts drop. And that's very unlikely, and of course, I've killed dummy, so I can't take advantage of it. So that's kind of a bad thing, but on the good side, it means they can't cash a heart on me, which means like my end play can safely develop, and in fact I'm pretty much cold at this point. So I just cash the king of diamonds, pitch a heart because I'm never getting to it, and I just exit club. And righty wins the 10, and now they're gonna have to, the most they can cash is 1 club trick. And now they have to play spades for me, and I can just cover. And it turns out the ace of spades is onside, so my line of play is good. So lefty is 5-5. It was good I didn't try a club to the king. It was less good that I didn't try to cash 2 hearts, but as it is, I didn't lose a trick. So, like, if I had cashed 2 hearts early, I would have made 3 exactly anyways. So, or I likely would have made 3 exactly. I guess there might be still some sort of end play, but lefty can always unblock the jack of clubs on the first round of club, and they would just cash 2 spades and 2 clubs. So I did not lose a trick even though I did not score the jack of hearts. So as you see, this was a very good board. So yeah, final result 78%. Thanks for joining me, and I'll probably do this more.